from England. Stacey Chapman. I'm from England.
My name is Robert Leitner. I am from the United States, specifically Miami.
My name's Anwar from the UK.
Tom from England. My name is Neil. I'm from Ireland.
Carlin Alina Barrow, and I'm from New Hampshire.
If I share an apartment with my friends, I like to cook my own food because I like to eat when I want to eat, not when other people are wanting to eat their food. Sometimes I eat very late. I also like to think about what I want to eat and not what my friends are wanting to eat. I definitely have to cook my own meals because, not that I'm a fussy eater, but I don't like sharing food. So I think if I buy a certain amount of food that's expensive, I don't necessarily want to share it and then my friend maybe next week cooks a meal that's really cheap, because I think that's really unfair. So I like to spend money on myself and then there's no arguments about who's paid more for food in the future.
I would normally cook my own meals, and occasionally, maybe once or twice a week, we cook as a whole house. But I think most of the time I cook
Yes.
my own.
That means because everybody has their own taste, and that's
Yeah, get in at different times, leave at different, have other things to do, so yes.
I share an apartment now.
Yes.
And I eat on my own or with my friends almost every day, and we very rarely cook together.
I love having meals with other people. I mean, it's great. I'm a little bit of a picky eater, so I think I would probably prefer to cook my own meal, but share.
I couldn't live with my parents in the future because they're too annoying. My dad in particular is very protective, so he wants me home before it's dark. They don't want me to watch TV after a certain time because they have to sleep. So I think we just live completely different lives, and if I was to live with them, or they were to live with me, we'd drive each other crazy. When I'm older and I get married, I will live with my husband and my children, but I wouldn't want my parents to live with me. I would prefer to visit them instead of living with them.
At the same time,
yes. Why?
then I think you need some freedom from your parents, especially if you have your own children.
Yes.
You should have your family, and then your parents should live in their own space as well. You shouldn't share that space.
Do I want to live in the same place with my children and my parents? Hell no.
No, I wouldn't want to do that, no.
I did have children and a spouse, I would probably want to live in my own house.
I prefer to live more independently.
When I share an apartment with somebody, I share small things like toilet roll, food, but big things like my laptop, I don't let my friends use my laptop. I would keep that to myself. With some things we share. So if I'm living with someone, I think it's easier in the long run if you don't share with each other, you don't borrow, you don't have to owe them anything, because sometimes I will lend someone my dress and not get it back for 3 weeks. So I just think it's easier really to live on your own. But when you're living with people, it's easier to not start sharing and sharing food or clothes or buying each other things and expecting it in return.
I do share an apartment with others. I tend to have my own things, but in an emergency certainly we share. And there's certain things that we have that's sort of communal, and there are certain things that we have individually, and everybody seems to like that the best.
I live with other people, sometimes I might borrow things from them. If they wanted to borrow something from me, that would be okay. So long as they gave it back to me. But I would make sure that they asked me first. And if I thought I needed it, I wouldn't give it to them. Or if I thought, if I had given them something before and they didn't give it back, I wouldn't give it to them. If I trusted them, I would give it to them, no problem. But if I felt that they wouldn't give it back to me, or they would lose it, then maybe I wouldn't have to give it to them. But generally speaking, I'd be happy to share my clothes with somebody if they